Welcome to Snooze Worthy, a podcast by Parenting Practice of Colorado, your window into the world of pediatric sleep, where we explore the science behind sweet dreams, effective sleep teaching techniques, and all the intriguing nuances of your child's slumber. I'm your host, Lindsay Birchfield.
And I'm Paige Legault. Together, we're here to guide you through the labyrinth of parenting, offering insights, strategies, and science-backed advice to make parenting during those early childhood years not just manageable, but truly memorable.
As pediatric sleep specialists, we've seen the transformational power of sleep in countless families.
And because parenting is a journey, we won't stop at sleep. We'll provide you with valuable parenting tips for every aspect of early childhood, from managing tantrums to fostering creativity and hitting those all-important milestones.
So whether you're a seasoned parent in need of a sleep overhaul or a new parent preparing for the joys and challenges of early childhood, Snooze Worthy is your trusted resource. Join us as we unravel the science of sleep, share practical advice, and make parenting truly snooze-worthy. Hey, and welcome back to Snooze Worthy. I'm Lindsay, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Paige. And today we're wrapping up our summer sleep survival series with a big one. How do we protect sleep without missing out on summer fun?
Yep, that's such a good, real struggle that we all go through, especially families who have worked really hard to get their sleep on track. Suddenly it's like, oh no, the sun's out till 9 p.m. There's birthday parties, there's barbecues, we're traveling, impromptu hangouts. How do we not undo all that sleep progress?
So summer has this amazing energy. Kids are playing outside, which we love, love, love. There's more relaxed vibe, but that can totally throw off routines. And it's not about being rigid. It's about finding the balance between honoring your child's sleep needs, which is so important, and actually just enjoying the season you're in. Plus, the desire to live life to the fullest in the summer with your children is something that's very present.
Yeah, and we all deeply desire that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the science of sleep. So what feels like a sleep regression may actually be a response to the environmental inconsistency that summer just can stir up, or overstimulation. So there's two things that are common in summer. One, the brain receives inconsistent signals or cues around the sleep architecture, and how we move through light and deep and REM sleep can get disrupted because of that. A 2020 review in Nature and Science of Sleep emphasized how even small changes in light exposure, activity levels, or routine can alter a child's sleep latency, how long it takes a child to fall asleep, and sleep efficiency, how restful the night is. So before labeling it as a regression, first check, is their sleep foundation being supported?
Exactly. So let's go into it a little bit. First off, your child is not fragile, okay? Missing bedtime once in a while isn't going to destroy everything, but missing it every night for 3 weeks, that's when we see behavior go sideways, naps fall apart, and overnight sleep unravel.
Absolutely. So what we often say is protect the rhythm, not the exact clock time. So maybe bedtime is usually 7, but once a week it's okay to do 7:15, 7:30 for a special event. Just don't let that become the new norm.
Yeah, and if you're going to push bedtime, just be strategic about it. Try for an earlier nap that day, or protect the next day's nap, which we really like, or do that early bedtime to help your child recover. That's super important. And just think of it like a seesaw. You can tilt it for a while, but you got to bring it back into balance.
Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about that overstimulation too. It's not just about the bedtime being late. It's that kids are running around with cousins, sugar highs, fireworks, water play. Their nervous systems are maxed out, and you can help by building in wind down time even at the event, which we love.
Exactly. Think like a short walk with you, a change into the PJs before the car ride home, maybe a little story or a song. Even if they're falling asleep in the car, those rituals do help preserve some of the predictability. And it tells their body, okay, time to wind down.
Absolutely. And if they do fall asleep in the car, don't worry about it. Just transfer them when you get home. You don't have to wake them up and do a full routine. Please don't do that. Like, that's bad news. Just transfer
just roll
them.
right in.
Yep. And be gentle, tuck them in and count it as a win. And then the next night, do your reset and get back on track.
Yeah. So let's give you guys a couple of tools. So 1, Decide which events are worth the push and which aren't. That's really important.
Huge.
Don't say yes to everything. It's
No.
okay to say no. Also,
Mhm.
balance those late nights with the early bedtime the following day. That's our
Yep.
favorite trick. Early bedtimes. Do it. It works. Also, have a go to wind down plan, even when you're just not at home, if you're
Yeah.
out and about. And then give yourself permission to say no. No is okay. And remember, it's okay to leave events early. My family is known for this. We have done this since my kids were born.
Yep.
We leave events when it's time for them to go to bed, and everyone knows that.
Yep.
And yeah, we might miss out on something, but to be honest, life is so much easier when we're protecting our kids' bedtimes and we just leave early and they get a good night's rest.
Absolutely. And I think too, something that is so worth noting is observing your child at those events. And when you can see they've hit that limit and they're going to spiral, staying and powering through it, or really spending time with family and making it worth it so we don't disappoint anyone, it's not going to be worth it when they're screaming bloody murder at the event.
Nope, not at all. No one's enjoying it.
No.
It's not like that's really added to the event and your pleasure.
It's me very anxious.
Me too.
And we've both been there. We've both experienced it with both of our kids, and it just, it happens. So that moment at 8:15 p.m. when everyone's still hanging out and you've seen that limit hit, you've got to make it happen of getting in the car and getting home and saying goodnight. And it's always much better.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And if you do it time and time again, your kids just know the rhythm and the rhyme, and then that's how it works.
And it's no big deal.
And they'll tell you, Mom, I'm tired. It's time to go to bed. My kids have said that countless time at events. Yeah, they know.
Asking to go to sleep, listening and respecting their bodies is the biggest lesson here.
Yeah, absolutely. And with time and consistency, it absolutely is something that your kids will learn. And I think it's a beautiful skill to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we just have to remember, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can still enjoy your summer, which we do, and we still protect sleep. You just need to be intentional with what you're doing.
If this episode gave you some peace of mind or help you reframe your approach to summer, send us a message inside of our parenting practice membership if you're on there about what your biggest summer sleep win is so far.
Yes, or even tell us what the hardest part has been to navigate. Late nights, maybe loud fireworks, skip nap. Let's just talk about it all. We are here for you, and this is honestly what our membership and our other offerings are for, like our group coaching. It's about learning, experiencing, and just showing up with support.
So thank you for joining us for our summer sleep survival series. We'll be back next week to kick off a new theme for July, back to basics. And until then, keep those little ones rested and keep enjoying your summer.
Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.